Welcome back to another episode of the Body, Mind, Strong podcast. My name is Renee, your host and integrative fitness coach. My mission with Body, Mind, Strong is to help you achieve your health and fitness goals and maintain long-term success by giving you the proper tools through online fitness training and behavioral coaching. We're rolling along and we're on episode 35 today. Today's topic discusses something I do not hear often, but feel it's a major component when it comes to long-term success with weight loss, and especially when it comes to our relationship with food. And that is insight and awareness, not mindfulness, but insight and awareness. Insight and awareness towards food intake and health is different than mindfulness. Mindfulness or mindful eating is referred to as an awareness of putting food and drink into your body in the moment. Here, I use insight and awareness as the emotional, psychological, habitual, and physical components as it relates to food. In therapy, we refer to insight as an awareness of one's own emotional response or reaction. And then we refer to awareness as noticing our own actions and reactions in current time, which gives us the ability to make choices to change if need be. Now, how does this help with weight loss, you say? Let me try to use an example to help explain where I'm coming from. In my sessions with some of my clients who are trying to obtain their version of health, I've been noticing a missing piece of the pie, if you will. Yes, I said their version of health, as everyone's version of healthy is different because as similar as our bodies are, they can respond vastly different to external stimuli. Then throw in our personal taste, preferences, and lifestyles into that mix. This is a point I cannot drive home strong enough. Back to the client. As they're trying to be healthier, I see them focusing specifically on numbers and looking at food as either good or bad based on what others say. Then I start to see them feel stressed over it and feel bad about themselves as they think they're missing up because they're not, quote, being perfect with their food intake. This is where I then have them take a step back and focus on insight and awareness. I have them start logging the why and how they are feeling both physically and mentally right after they eat and throughout the day and the next day. And we just don't look at one meal. We look at the day as a whole. There are a couple of reasons I do this. First, it goes back to finding what their healthy is. Like I've said before, what diet may work great for your friend may not work for you. What makes them feel great may not feel great for you, and vice versa. And no matter what your goal is, to lose weight or gain muscle mass, the ultimate goal is to feel healthier, happier, and stronger, both physically and mentally. Focusing on how you respond to different foods and different exercises will help obtain this ultimate goal. Secondly, I've noticed a pattern where one becomes obsessed with numbers and what they're, quote, supposed to be doing, unquote, and has a tendency to lean towards an eating disorder, especially for those who tend to have symptoms of anxiety. Now, I am not saying that counting calories will automatically lead to an eating disorder, nor will having anxiety, not at all. What I am saying is I'm seeing a pattern where focusing on what your healthy is versus what everyone else says it is leads to not only feeling physically healthier, but also being mentally healthier. And I've noticed when people start focusing on what makes them feel better, I start to see a decrease in stress over what they're putting in their mouths and feeling better overall about their choices. And that would be positive reinforcement, people, which leads to long-term success and maintaining that ultimate goal of just feeling healthier, happier, and stronger. So back to the logging component. As you're tracking what you're eating, log the following. Log your emotions at the time you are eating, why you are eating what you're eating, and how the foods made you feel afterwards. Like, did you feel sluggish? Did you have more energy? Or does it feel like your gut is struggling to process the foods? As you log, you will start to see a pattern. As you find this pattern, this is where you will then start focusing on incorporating more of the foods that make you feel physically better. And when you feel physically better, you will start to feel mentally better. So in the case of weight loss and the logging just recommended, insight will be knowing how you are mentally feeling about foods and the whys behind your eating habits. And awareness will be knowing how you respond physically and mentally to the foods and making a conscious effort to change what you want to change so you may feel better overall. Okay, I know I kept this short once again. I guess that's my MO, as I like to keep things brief and to the point. However, if you want to know more about this or have questions for me, please feel free to reach out. I want to make sure you have all the information you need in your journey to a healthier, happier, stronger you. Alrighty then, if you have any other questions for me, health and fitness topics you would like to request, or are interested in working with me on your health and fitness journey to a healthier, happier, stronger you, please feel free to contact me at Renee@bodyandmindstrong.com. I hope you found this information to be useful. And if so, please click the subscribe button or tell someone else about this podcast. I would very much appreciate it. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Stay tuned for more episodes on helping you create a healthier, happier, stronger life for yourself. And make sure you're doing at least one thing today that's going to get you one step closer to one of your goals. Have a great day.